Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Jonathan Joseph there for the tackle. And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Second down, Dalton. And the grab by Croft. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Dalton gives to Bernard. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. On is Mike Nugent for the Bengal field goal try. This from 36 yards out. Play clock winding down. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. On is Mike Nugent for the Bengal field goal try. And this one a 41-yard attempt. And Nugent puts it through. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So not exactly jubilation over on that visiting sideline, but at least a high 5 or 2 for their kicker as he gets them the first points of the night here on the opening drive.
And 3 points are not to be underestimated. You're on the road, under the lights, national TV audience. You want to come out and look good, and that's a good start right there.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end. Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they? Now, that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Uses this stiff arm. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Osweiler now to throw on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Tackle made there by Ray Malaluga, the linebacker.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now he's going to got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, 43 yards. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Now it's Novak on. He'll put away following the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Andy Dalton escaping the pressure right, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So it'll be 1st down here after the run. A 1st down throw coming for Dalton. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he's brought down. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll give the Bengals a 1st down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. And Green with a catch left side. And he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Back to the ground, it's Hill. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
Brief break in the action here. We're back to Houston after this timeout. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They send Green to the left on his own. Dalton, 1st and 10. Looking left sideline, incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. It's a gain of... And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Nugent puts it through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And the Texans are going to have a first. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here, 3rd and a yard.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can just...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
All right, here we go. 3-19. All right, now look at 56. Watch it now, Barney. Here we go. 3, Lampert.
On 1st and 10, it's Osweiler. Steps away to his left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Watch it now, Barney. Green, 39. Green, 39. 58 for life. Detroit. Detroit.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to cut it back right. And the cutback. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Irvin, 47 yards. And the Texans will extend their lead. And he knocks it through. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. And on the return, here comes Adam Jones. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down at about the 15. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. One receiver left, 2 to the right. 1st and 10 for Dalton. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it's a second down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And some room to maneuver. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Eifert, the man in motion. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off. What's that? Now? Oh, we're back. Okay, well, something happened to Larry in the halftime show, I guess. We're ready for the 3rd quarter. Let's go. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's get back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. Hey, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. 2nd down, Dalton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's a bold strike right there, taking it downfield and putting some air on it. But how about the coverage? Able to get his hands across the receiver and bat the ball down.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. 3rd down from the gun. Dalton forced out to his left. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Time running out here on the play clock. Dalton flush to his right, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. J.J. Watt able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Well, Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean, they can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on it.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Fresh set of downs here. From midfield here, Dalton. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make this a second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And that's complete to LaFell. They convert on third with a gain of 22. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. Green alone out to the right. They go play action here on first down. This will be caught just inside the 10. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll run here with Bernard. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Giovanni Bernard taking it in. And the Bengals are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Here's Dalton to throw for it. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This is fielded at the goal line. Shreds the tackle. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Back now at the home of Super Bowl 51, NRG Stadium in Houston. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. On 2nd down, here's Osweiler. Dancing to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep. And this will be caught at the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Again, it's Miller. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain. And it's 3rd and 2 now. And now the offense operates in the red zone.
Back 99, Philly, here we go. Now let's go. Blue 90. No. Check.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result, because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him, sat there waiting for him and made the play.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. 3rd and long. It's Osweiler eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
They come out here in the eye. The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll run again with Bernard. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a real...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he'll And now the Texans want to call another timeout. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
They come out here in the eye. They'll run it here with Bernard. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Well, time not on their side here. In fact, a lot going against them. They do have a small glimmer of hope.
No one likes to play extra football. They want to go for the win right now.
On 3rd down, here's Hill. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? Quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they take a 17